Here are a few questions that you need to ask yourself before your next purchase or shop. First of all, I think it's safe to say that most of us, if not all of us, are on some kind of sustainability journey, whether it be purchasing sustainable materials or purchasing from sustainable brands. But I think it should extend to sustainable practices as well. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in today's video and kind of just share with you the questions I ask myself before bringing a new item into my wardrobe. Will this item be replacing or competing with an item that already exists in your wardrobe? This question literally reminds me of that meme where it says, and nobody is better than the original. And that is so true. If you have an item that you like and you already wear consistently within your wardrobe, don't buy something similar because you will continue to reach for the original. You will not wear, or you'd hardly wear that new piece and you'd probably eventually get rid of it. I have this black basic top that I like to wear all the time, dressed up, dressed down. It is my go-to black top. I will not purchase a top that is in the same silhouette unless it is to completely replace that top because it has been damaged. For example, I won't have two tops that are similar silhouettes coexisting at the same time because that top, I know it fits me well. I know it goes with a multitude of outfits. So I will continue to reach for that top and I would not get wear of a new top. And I thought about it before, like purchasing another black top, but I just know it wouldn't work. So if the item that you're looking to buy, you already have something similar in your wardrobe, don't buy it. I think this somewhat applies to buying something in multiple colors as well. Unless you know for certain you will get wear out of that color, don't buy it. Again, with the same black top, I knew I liked the black top, so I got in white. White is a neutral, it makes sense. And then I went further to get it in a dark blue color. I don't wear that dark blue top. Why? Because I have the black top that I know goes with everything. I have the white version, which if I want a lighter color, I'm going to go for the white. So I don't wear the blue top. And now I know I wouldn't buy the same thing in multiple colors unless it's a color that I already wear. And that kind of transitions us into the next question. Will this item slip seamlessly into your wardrobe? Are there pieces in your wardrobe that would complement this item? This is an important question because if you see something that you like and you go ahead and purchase it, but there's nothing in your wardrobe that complements it, you're going to have to go out of your way to now buy pieces that go with this new item, which you're spending more money that wasn't necessary in the first place. So if you're going to introduce a new item into your wardrobe, just make sure you have a couple pieces that already exist within your wardrobe that would complement this new item. And in the same breath, kind of relating to that same question, if you see something you like, you should try and come up with at least 3 outfits. Some people say 5, but I say a minimum of 3 outfits or 3 ways that you can wear this item. So then you know you're going to get wear out of it. And you know that there are already existing outfits within your wardrobe that would go with this new item. And it's not just you're bringing something in that you now have to build around. So come up with 3 outfits, and you could even use Pinterest to kind of inspire this as well. But come up with 3 outfits using the new item and already existing pieces within your wardrobe to see if this piece would fit into your wardrobe, if that makes sense. Obviously, don't buy it first. Just kind of mood board it, or just in your head come up with 3 ways to wear this new piece with pieces that already exist in your wardrobe. Do you actually like this item, or is it just trending? I think that is an important question, especially in today's society, because obviously I do the fashion trend videos, and I think trends are good in the sense that you get to experiment, you get to see how pieces that you might have already liked can be styled in multiple ways. But then they can also be bad because sometimes people feed into the trends and they don't necessarily like the items. So then once the trend has passed, you don't wear the piece anymore. So you need to ask yourself, do you actually like this item? And I think the best way to kind of assess this would be, before it became a trend, how did you feel about it? For example, ballet flats. If before it was trending, you never liked ballet flats, it's safe to say that you probably will never like ballet flats. But if before it was trending, you liked them, then go ahead, purchase them. They'd probably fit into your wardrobe and you'd probably continue to like them after the whole trend has gone. But in saying that, there might be like a certain silhouette that you do like. Because for me personally, I've said it time and time again, I don't like ballet flats, but with the exception, I like the Margiela one, so square toe, block toe, ballet flats, and then the tabby form. So I know that if I was to jump on this ballet flat trend, which if you watched my shorts, then you'll know I would only do it in a particular form, because the original way, like the original rounded toe, I don't like. So I know I would not like it after the trend is died down. All that to say, just make sure you like this piece and that you would continue to like it after it stops trending, or if and when it stops trending, essentially. Is it an impulse buy? I personally think you should wait before you shop, at least like a month. I think obviously if you charity shop, then it's a bit difficult, because obviously if you're at a charity shop and you come back a month later, that item is not going to be there. It's not going to be there. So when it comes to charity shopping, I think the rest of the questions apply more. But if you shop online through like online retailers, or sometimes with Depop stuff, you can wait a bit as well, because they don't tend to sell out too fast. Vintage sells out pretty quick. So I think if it's secondhand and it's one of one, then the rest of the questions would be more applicable. But if it's not one of one and it is an online retailer, then wait at least a month before purchasing. But yeah, wait before you buy, because I think sometimes when we see something and we like it, we get a bit too excited and we purchase it and don't end up wearing it. But if you think about it for long enough and you come back a month later, then it's safe to say that you really like this item, even a couple months as well. And I think this one is especially important with trending items. Sometimes we see something enough times that it starts to make you think that you like it. But if you wait a month or two and you still like it, then you probably will continue to like it. But if you wait a month and it's like, oh, you've forgotten about that item, then you never needed to purchase it. So it saves you money, it saves you time, and obviously it's more sustainable because you don't start piling things into your wardrobe that you never wear. Now that we've got through all the questions, I have a few words of wisdom to share with you about sustainable shopping as well. And the first one is the same way that you shouldn't shop hungry, you shouldn't shop emotionally or under pressure for clothing piece as well. And that's kind of relates to the last question, because it shouldn't be an impulse buy. Because when you shop emotionally, one, you end up spending more money and buying things that you don't need as well. So make sure when you're shopping, you're in a calm, relaxed mood, and it just avoids you buying things that you never wanted or needed in the first place. And the last word of advice is don't spend beyond your means. I think that one's kind of self-explanatory, but don't spend or buy something that you cannot afford. One, you'll regret it. Two, you won't even be able to wear it out because you spent all your money on that one item. I think some people do say, like with luxury items, make sure you can purchase it 3 times over or something like that. But I think even with stuff that's not that expensive, just make sure it's a smart purchase. I hope you guys found this video informative and you took something from it. If you have any questions that you ask yourself before you make a purchase, then leave those in the comments, as I would love to see them. All in all, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Goodbye and God bless.